Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dinna Cahyani and you can call me Dinna. I'm from Class D, Elementary School Teacher Education in Jakarta State University. And today, I'm going to share about my campus. Elementary School Teacher Education, or usually called PGSD. So, follow me and enjoy the video. Jakarta State University, or commonly called Campus A, is a well-known campus located on Jalan Rawamangun, East Jakarta. This time, I will discuss a study program whose located is not on the central campus, aka Campus A. So, what study program is it? This study program is part of the Faculty of Education and has something to do with children. So, you already know for sure if the answer is Elementary School Teacher Education Study Program, or better known as PGSD. For those who don't know, almost all PGSD students' lectures are conducted at Campus E, which is located in Setiabudi, Jakarta. It is located right next to Setiabudi 3 Teladan High School. Campus E PGSD was found in 1953 under the name Teachers School A, or SGA. Then changed the name to SKB, but SKB also did not last long. Then it was changed back to SPG in 1965. Then changed to D PGSD in 1990 due to government decree. After that, the rector's degree was issued in 2006, which declared PGSD as an undergraduate. That's why PGSD is called a historic building that should not be converted into a new building. There are many subjects that students of elementary school teacher education study programs study, and they are not monotones. Not only learning subject for elementary school children, but almost all subjects at the university, aka Enjoyy. How come? So, PGSD students are also study literature, child psychology, dance, fine arts, music, communication, and others. At the top level, there will be specialization or for PGSD students. The goal is to focus students on subjects that are of interest or are recommended. So it's like a specialist. PGSD students also often do fun things. For example, they are invited to dance like little children so that they are not stiff, and they also sing a song that are not familiar to their ears. Lecture activities at a Campus A are almost the same as Campus A. There are often class fight due to limited space. This class tag system is first come who get, and usually asks the office boy or OB for the keys because he holds the keys. But if someone already has a regular schedule there, you can be bothered. For general course, PGSD students will carry out lecture activities on Campus A. But basically, education courses are on their own campus. But for lectures on Campus A, sometimes students make agreement with lecturers. For example, if there are lecturers who have more activities on Campus A, it will be adjusted accordingly. For supporting facilities for lectures on Campus E, it can be said that it is quite complete. There are 2 air conditioners in each class that work well, and a computer that is hardly used. You can also use a portable projector for the administration, because the Campus A building has been built since the since the 1950s and has become a cultural heritage. Many of the facilities are still original. The leather was still made of wood and medicine when step on. The parking lot is quite large. There are 2 fields for parking motorbikes and 1 for parking cars. For worship, there is also a mosque or Al-Fatah Mosque, which is always used by students and lecturers. Then PGSD also has its own uniform rules. This can also be said to be one of the problems. After all, this raises its own pro and con. Pro because you don't have to think about what to wear the next day, and cons because it makes you less free to play, so you can access. Basically, if you want to play right away, here are the uniform rules. Monday, we wear salted egg green. Tuesday, wear PGSD batik. Wednesday, wear Scout uniform. Thursday, wear free batik. And on Friday, you can only wear free clothes. But you also have to remember that in the PGSD study program, you can wear jeans, made of jeans. So the material is mandatory. The degree obtained by graduates from elementary school teacher education is definitely SPD. Even so, graduates can get prestigious jobs, for example, educators, novice researchers, or education practitioner. If you have additional skill, you can also work in office like a bank. So after I introduce my campus, now I will show you what facilities are on my campus. Like most campuses are like the other campus, PGSD is the same way, but because PGSD has a various subject, it might be a little different. My campus has many classes because the students in PGSD are many. The science lab, a field in the back, and a stage in the front of the building, a library, a prayer room, a large hall, and many others. So let me show you the facilities on elementary school teacher education to campus. Okay, now we are at the front of campus. This is the main gate to enter the campus. This is the front view, and we can see many cars and motorbikes parked. There is Al-Fatah Mosque too, a security post, and also a stage. This is the ladder for us to go up to the top floor. As you can see, the stairs are made of wood, so when we step on it, the sound it makes will be quite loud, so we have to slowly step on it. There is also a wall magazine for placing notice or brochures, and there is a vision and a mission of PGSD campus too. This is the hallway leading to class. The hallway is long. There are many benches in front of the classroom. There are wall magazines as well. Well, this is the class, quite big with lots of bench. There are 2 air conditioners, a blackboard, and if you want a presentation, we can borrow a projector from the administration. So, this is the hall. It's big, isn't it? Usually, the hall is used for big event, but sometimes it is used for sport as well. This hall has a lot of air conditioner, so the room is cold. But if there are many people, the room gets hot. Now we are in the library, quite big with lots of books. You can come here if you need a book reference. You can just read or borrow a book too. The room is quiet, so you can concentrate here. When you go to the library, the first thing you do is write a list of visits, and after that, you can put your bag in the locker. That available beside the door, and after that, you can go straight in and read a book. This is a science lab. Here we will find many tools for practice or practicum. There are also scales, beakers, statues of human bodies. There are animals and leaves that have been preserved as well, and many more. Or other than practicum, this room is also used for sports course because of the location near the field, so we can study in the room and practice in the field. This is the backyard where my class used to exercise. This field is right next to senior high school, 3 senior high school. So sometimes we can see the high school students from the field. The field is quite wide, but it might need a lot of repairs, like replacing the basketball hoop, maybe. Well, this is the toilet. There are 2 bathrooms, one for students and one for lecturers. There is a faucet for wudu too. There is a sink and a mirror too. And finally, there is mosque, or you can call it Al-Fatah Mosque. In addition to the name of the mosque, MAF is also the name of an Islamic organization. The only Islamic organization at the study program level in the Faculty of Education. MAF is quite spacious and clean with complete facilities. There is a mukna and there is a Quran and Islamic reading books. Well, after showing the facilities of PGSD campus, now let's take a look at PGSD as a whole. Let's go. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Bye bye, see you next time.